Welcome to Atlanta Family Church's Prayer Vigil Day 72. Thank you all for joining us today. And then we're going to go ahead and start off our day with a bow to Heavenly Parents and True Parents. So please join me in that bow. All right. Chanjin, Champumonim, Kyombe. Poro. All right, let us do the family pledge. 1. Our family, the owner of Chanoguk, pledges to seek our original homeland and build the kingdom of God on earth and in heaven, the original ideal of creation, by centering on true love. 2. Our family, the owner of Chanoguk, pledges to represent and become central to heaven and earth by attending the Heavenly Parent and true parents. We pledge to perfect the dutiful family way of filial sons and daughters in our family, patriots in our nation, saints in the world, and divine sons and daughters in heaven and on earth by centering on true love. 3. Our family, the owner of Chunoguk, pledges to perfect the 4 great realms of heart, the 3 great kingships, and the realm of the royal family by centering on true love. 4. Our family, the owner of Chunoguk, pledges to build a universal family encompassing heaven and earth, which is the Heavenly Parent's ideal of creation, and perfect the world of freedom, peace, unity, and happiness by centering on true love. 5. Our family, the owner of Chunoguk, pledges to strive every day to advance the unification of the spirit world and the physical world as subject and object partners by centering on true love. 6. Our family, the owner of Chunoguk, pledges to become a family that moves heavenly fortune by embodying the Heavenly Parent and true parents, and to perfect a family that conveys heaven's blessing to our community by centering on true love. 7. Our family, the owner of Chunoguk, pledges through living for the sake of others to perfect the world based on the culture of heart, which is rooted in the original lineage by centering on true love. And number 8. Our family, the owner of Chunoguk, pledges having entered the era of Chunoguk to achieve the ideal of God and human beings united in love through absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience, and to perfect the realm of liberation and complete freedom in the kingdom of God on earth and in heaven by centering on true love. I'd like to ask Mrs. Bowman if you can offer a prayer this morning.
Heavenly Parents and true parents, thank you for new days and new start. Heavenly Parent, we have come to the point, centering true mother, we are finally of God's providence to accomplish, with the unification of the North and South Korea, which have their dream for thousands of years. Heavenly Parent, to come to this point, how many tears and sweats and heartache and blood shed at the Heavenly Parent. We are so grateful that time we received true parent on the earth, and the praise many people will be joined with us, Heavenly Parent. In now Korea is centering Chonshon prayer and the answer itinerary work of visiting all of the churches in Korea and explain the answer and Chonshon and give the answer through the healing taking place and the spiritually and the physically. We are making the spiritual Pentecost in all of the place in Korea. And Japan also started again in the midnight prayer. Every church is in Japan as well. Now America, Dr. Dunklin really emphasizing in this 40 days is a settlement of the Chonshon one, Heavenly Parent. Now is the time to center in spirit and the truth. We are building a spiritual Pentecost in all of the world. Heavenly Parent, I thank you. We come together in the morning in the Georgia. We are build a relationship, build eternal life together. I thank you. I pray, Center Breast Family, Jackson Kyoko Woman's name. I offer Adieu, adieu, adieu.
Thank you, Mrs. Bowman, for your heartfelt prayer. We're going to go ahead and start off our prayer vigil with a gratitude. So let us go into our rooms and we'll see you all in 7 minutes. All right, the rooms should be open. And those on YouTube, feel free to do the same thing. And for the people that are watching recording later, this is the perfect time to pause. If you're doing it live, please just if there's anybody around or just reflect, that's fine. We just started our breakout rooms. Oh, sorry, 1 second, there's a person in the room. Anyway, just for the YouTube people, if you're here in person, find somebody or reflect on your own. But if you're out in after recording, if you have the possibility to pause and find somebody, go ahead and feel free to participate with somebody and share with them. So, all right, we'll see you all in 7 minutes. All right, welcome back to the main room of the Atlanta Family Church's Prayer Vigils, day 72. We're almost at the end of our second 40-day condition for our prayer vigil. And so we're going to go ahead and ask two people to share about their gratitudes this morning before we continue on with our reading for today. And so the first person I'd like to ask to share is Mr. Bornface. Would you like to share your gratitude this morning?
Today, my gratitude today is I have four spiritual children from my family, my direct lineage family. So I feel so blessed to have really witnessed to my spiritual family, not my spiritual, my physical family. So each time when I'm trying to liberate my ancestors, I always has been really liberating because family are always liberating my ancestors. So I have a very, very lucky course to take because almost a lot of my ancestors have been liberated through four of my physical spiritual children. So I'm so grateful for that. And I'm so grateful to have brothers and sisters every morning. Today, I had the Anderson family, and mostly we had a good time. We laughed. With
You're
Sister
breaking up a little bit.
Tomoko, when she said finally she said, "Thank you so much." Can you hear me?
It broke up at the end. We didn't hear the last part you shared. If you want to repeat that.
Yeah, I was saying that at our meeting where the job with Sister Tomoko, finally when she said she said ha 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 for everybody. It looked so easy, so almost a minute. It was so great. That's the reason why we meet and pray together as a family. It keeps our mood live the whole day. Thank you so much, Tomoko. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, we heard you. We heard you at the very end. Yeah. And that was everything, right? It's still a little bit choppy, but I think I heard about Tomoko-san and
Oh, I was talking about my family. I said I had four physical relatives of mine. My my two sister and my other two brothers who are in the Unification Church. What I'm saying, I get a lot of privilege each time when I want to liberate my ancestors because we are four in our family who liberate the same grandchildren, grandfathers, ancestors, almost the same. So each time when I'm trying to liberate, I always ask my relatives to see how far they went in liberating my ancestors. We found that they really go it is so easy to witness to your family because it becomes so easy to liberate your ancestors and your spirit becomes easier that way. Thank you.
thank you. Absolutely beautiful testimony. I would love to honestly maybe even get that written down. So please we have to write some of these testimonies and these sharings too. So thank you, Mr. Bornface. And I'm very glad, honestly, I know my family and we've been trying to really witness to our own family and, some success, some not success, but it's very hard. And so it's just very grateful that, you know, that you're able to really successfully reach out to your members, like your family members like that. And it's really grateful for that. So thank God for the providence moving. So thank you, Mr. Bornface, for your sharing this morning. I hope you can hear me when I said that, but thank you. All right, we're gonna ask one more person to share this morning. And I would like to ask, actually, I know Mr. Matsunaga, you turned off your camera, but I don't know if you would like to share this morning your gratitude.
gratitude. です。だから、先生です。Yesterday, Asako-san and my wife, I went to Johnny Henderson Park for witnessing. It takes about 5 or 6 minutes to go there. And we could meet good couple, nice couple, the Christian couple. They didn't receive the holy wine ceremony. And I felt my condition was not enough, and I didn't, and I felt I didn't attend morning devotion, and today I could attend the morning devotion. That's all.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for attending morning devotion. Very grateful, and also very grateful that you guys are very united, because every time I ask Asako-san to share, she also shares about the park experiences. So very nice to hear those experiences. So every single time I ask you two to share, I love to hear your experiences of the previous day. Thank you so much, Mr. Matsunaga, for your sharing. And thank you for making the condition to come to morning devotion / prayer vigil this morning as well. So very grateful. Thank you. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump into the reading for today. If you just give me one moment. Okay. Let me just load it up real quick. There we go. All right, so thank you all for reading these past 2 days. Sorry we were busy for the past 2 days. We're going to go ahead and just join this reading. All right. All right, the Sunhawk Peace Sculpture. Looking into the hazy summer sky, I queried what the weather was going to be like that next day. There'll be showers in the morning, I was told, with lots of clouds. With a smile on my face, I accepted that was how it was going to be. Rain has poured down during many of our Unification Church events. It was more than 40 years ago that heavy showers and strong winds swept through our Yankee Stadium, Raleigh, New York. Heavy rain also fell all day long during the international blessing of 360,000 couples, as well as during the inauguration of the Women's Federation for World Peace at the Seoul Olympic Stadium. I have grown to accept rain at such times with gratitude as a gift. So it rained on August 28, 2015, the day of the first Sunhawk Peace Prize awards ceremony. That day, hundreds of guests converged on our hotel in Seoul, moving quickly through the downpour, summer's last cleansing gift. Thankfully, when the doors opened, the skies cleared, and this felt like God's joyful welcome to our guests. These were special people, leaders from all fields, gathered from throughout the global village, many traversing long distances for the sake of peace. Now, everyone desires peace, but peace does not come easily. If it was commonplace as stones on the side of a country road or trees on a mountainside, we would never have experienced the terrible wars and conflicts that plague the human world. But bringing peace demands that everyone invest sweat, tears, and sometimes blood. That is why, even though we long for peace, we seldom achieve it. To experience true peace, we must first practice true love without expectation of reward. My husband and I will walk this path, and continuing on it, I prepared the Sunhawk Peace Prize as a gift for the world from Father Moon. August 28th, 2015, the first Sunhawk Peace Prize laureates. President Anote Tong of Kiribati and Dr. Moda Dugu Vijay Gupta of India, leader of the Blue Revolution. Despite the rain on the first day of the award ceremony, none of the guests could suppress their excitement. They were like the little children about to receive a special gift. Everyone was wide-eyed as they greeted the person beside them. One saying, "There are so many kinds of people here. I've never been to a more diverse gathering." And the other, "It's unbelievable. I wonder where that attire is from." The event was an exhibition of the world's ethnicities. The hall was alive with the rushing flow of various languages. Everyone's eyes showed gratitude on behalf of the entire human family. People seeing me for the first time focused on the stage to get a good look, wondering, who is this Dr. Haktahan Moon? Then they would tilt their heads quizzically. Perhaps they considered my clothes to be no finer than theirs, and that I looked like a typical mother. As I prepared the Sunhawk Peace Prize project, my utmost concern was that people would understand its fundamental root. To embrace the future, we must expand the scope of vocation that can herald the coming of peace. Even though we may never meet our descendants, we must make sure that all our activities will harmonize in peaceful societies and nations. After serious consideration and discussion, the Sunhawk Foundation determined its overarching orientation: the peace that transcends the present and builds the future. Now, true peace certainly requires that we resolve the current conflicts between religions, races, and nations. The even greater challenges that we face, however, include the destruction of the environment and demographic trends. The world's leading peace awards focus on solving the problems of the present generation. Yet we must solve the problems of the present in a way that is integrated with a practical vision for a happy future. I found the Sunhawk Peace Prize as a bridge bringing us out of this world's maelstrom of conflict and as a compass pointing to a future homeland of peace. So we're going to go ahead and end there. I know it's very short today, but it is better to have a quality time of understanding and realizing this book instead of running through the whole thing. So we're going to go ahead and end that so we can go section by section. But yes, thank you for reading alongside, and really the points about this, please discuss in your breakout rooms. But before that, just some of the main points is that, I mean, Sunhawk Peace Prize is a big one, just to understand that we're not here for our own generation. We're here for the generation after, right? We're here for building a world that in the future it is able to be restored in the eyes of God and liberated in the eyes of God. And that is our real goal. And sometimes a lot of it is also faith that it's going to get there and no sight of the actual vision. But in the end of the day, it's something that we're fighting for, right? I'm just really grateful for the first Sunhawk Peace Prize to be in coordination with, of course, we had the Nobel Peace Prize and the other kind of peace prizes, but this is like the true Peace Prize where it's connected to true parents, where it's connected to our Heavenly Parent. So it's a very united cause. So we're going to go ahead and jump into our breakout rooms, and we'll see you in 7 minutes. All right, should be open. And those on YouTube, I'll see you all in 7 minutes. Please find somebody to be able to join and have a good discussion with. Otherwise, Yeah. Otherwise, if you're watching the recording later, yeah, just find somebody if you can. If you're driving or somewhere on the way, it's fine. But essentially, that would be the greatest way to learn from this experience of the Peace Prize, of anything else that has to do with peace and really our mission in the world. So we're going to go ahead and see you in 7 minutes. welcome back to the main room, everybody. I'd like to ask 2 people to share this today, and I'd like to ask, all right, we'd like to ask Mr. Gordon, would you like to share this morning?
Good morning. Yeah, in the beginning of this section, True Mother talks about accepting rain as a cleansing gift. So you could be having a thunderstorm, which she could see the always the upside and the beauty in everything. So that poetic sense and sense of gratitude is who she is. And also, to achieve true peace, we must invest without expectation of reward. And that seems to resonate very strongly. And then the one thing I would have liked to hear her talk about more was when she mentioned about the demographic trends, and not sure what she meant there. I'm thinking it must mean that there, God's children are not being born because of families are not a priority anymore. But True Father mentioned that you could feed the whole world from Western Brazil. So you could, all this area in the Pantanal, the western part of Brazil, which was unused and marshland. He said you could plant fruit trees and the fish farms we know about, and beef farms. So you could actually feed the whole world from western Brazil, just that one area. So that is a very different perspective than the panicky mindset of certain people. So those are my thoughts today. Thank you.
Thank you. I remember a lecturer saying one time, and this is about the rain comment that you said in the beginning. It's just like we see darkness or night as always something evil, or like not darkness specifically, but maybe like the nighttime where everything is not so bright and stuff like that. We see that as evil. We see that as something that is not so good or something like that. But God created night too, or God created rain too, right? And so we're seeing the beauty in the creation that God has given us. So it's like, I love how, I also love how Mother always talks about rain as a tranquility, because it is soothing. And actually in some cultures, they believe that too, that the culture of rain is very much happiness as well. So, and then the second one, I really do, I feel like that's like the true meaning of what do you call it? Of living for the sake of others, is knowing that you might not be there to reap the peace at the end of the day. And it's such honestly, a true dedication to living for the sake of others, because you're not going to see it. Then again, maybe you're doing it for your own generation, for your own family and generations. But in the end of the day, it's really just a beautiful sight. But yes, thank you for really sharing this morning. And I'd like to ask one more person to share today as well. I want to ask Mrs. Grace, would you be able to share this morning as well?
Just two passages, 2 sentences really move me. Like one is to experience true peace, you must first practice true love. It's the same actually who said. We shouldn't expect any reward, anything in return. Even not expect, when true peace arrives, to be here. And also there is the meaning of the Sonnet Peace Prize. It is a bridge bringing us out of this world maelstroms of conflict, and as a compass pointing to a future homeland of peace. So True Mother is not just thinking about the present, but also the future generations. And she said, right now, the movements who are working for peace, they just think about the present, but they don't think so much about the future. So that's my takeaway.
Thank you. Very good quotes. First one we already talked about, but the second one, really, oh, sorry. Second one being about the Sanhok Peace Prize, really thinking about the whole world and the future and the world in general is just a beautiful thing. So yes, so thank you for sharing, Mr. Gordon, Mrs. Grice. Actually, on that point of Sanhok as well, I wish we could, but anyway, it's also kind of the mindset. It's so beautiful. It's also what Mr. Gordon said was to actually, think of the whole world and being able to have places like West Brazil to be able to supply a lot of the world too. So anyway, sorry, I'm just maybe voicing all of my opinions. Maybe that's just too much, but I'll just go ahead and we're going to go ahead and go into the music before we finish off with the prayer. So thank you, Mrs. Grice, and thank you, Mr. Gordon, for your sharing today. One moment.
Leave limitation.
Hold on.
All right, Grace, feeling me? In 1, 2, 3, 4.
Beautiful song. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump into our 7-minute prayer. So please unmute yourselves and let us finish off the 7-minute prayer. Yeah, the parents' prayer. Thank you so much for this day. For the time spent over here with our brothers and sisters. Who are
Holy Spirit, Lord, Heavenly Father, just pray to you, the God of mercy, for what we can do today.
Father,
Son
Father,
beautiful
appreciate
example of
everything
what
we
you
do.
do and
The most thing we do is
family,
Father, and now we read also that the people come only with all day.
glory for everything you do.
Oh, Heavenly Father,
the Father,
that many
オーガストさ、
holiday,
20、先ほど言ったand I have gotten conversations to
restriction of
we can live as a
you want to make a victory.
the people
light up truth. Set us free that answers
also encourage to be
not just
Can do
to our present problems,
nation breast
no jot tittle everything according to your will and your way. Standard bearers take responsibility with the heart of a parent, the body of servants, brothers and sisters with the heart of true parents. So even though they realize the presence of God treasures of ourselves. The human entitlement to want to see us redeemed. Relationships to be around the royal family. Generation to generation, not just thinking about physical present struggles, which are temporary in the physical body, but realize the foundation of victory is needed to comfort the flesh, the realm of the heart, the direction of movement, eradicate the distant heart, parent, heavenly parent, and children. Thank you that our true mother is investing in tirelessly and tirelessly shedding many tears. There is much hard work. We're thankful for her continued fervor and determination to find the chosen people, prepare resonating prayer resonate and tuning for each one of those participate now in this visitation Mother, substantial Holy Spirit, miracles happening, more miracles. Mother's heart, launching north, South Korea to reunite. Waving that flag to 38 Song of South Korea, still believing future grandmother were saved the north and south. We ask you, Heavenly Parent, dream let us expand greater, more marvelously, unanimously, not being limited by what we see and what has happened in the past. It's impossible. Only believe in a sincere effort, realize it's something that you can invest ourselves in. Hearts and minds of others manifest and fulfill our true mothers and true desires and dreams from the beginning. 감사합니다.
Thank you for this prayer morning devotion. Pray for this venerable
All right, thank you everybody for today, day 72. Also, I believe it's the 12th day of the 40-day condition that Mother has set out until the 31st as well. So please keep that in mind about witnessing. And we've been doing some visits ourselves as pastors and witnessing ourselves. So yes, so we also want to go ahead and announce, I think, a few points today. The first one is just that tomorrow we're going to have the prayer vigil from International. So please, if you want to join that from the Chanshimon 9 to 12 tomorrow, and it's going to be from Korea, or usually it's from 9 to 12:30. To be honest with you, I'm not going to lie to you, it's going to go usually overtime to 12:30. But if you like to join, it's a very powerful prayer. And I believe for announcements, we're going to have a core workshop. we're going to have a ministry meeting this afternoon. So if you're a ministry leader, please consider also thinking about what happened this past month for your ministry and something that you would like to do for the future as well. And we're going to try to have our ministry core workshop around 18th, 19th, and 20th, I believe. So keep an eye out for those days. And yeah, so other than that, if you're wondering about our events right now, we want to be able to kind of wait for also some of our youth are out right now to be able to do a few different things. So we have NAMI in Vegas right now for the rebirth / carp workshop. and I believe Ruth is heading out to Sports Fest. So until they come back, we have the youth pastor, which we're working on with Ruth to make happen. So we're gonna have events coming after that, as well as Nami when Nami comes back after that too, and after this core workshop. So if you're wondering if we're slowing down in events, it's just so we can regroup as a whole team to be able to offer events to everybody that are here, and offer different witnessing occasions, as well as witnessing times and witnessing groups that we can do with beginner level witnessing groups, introduction level witnessing groups, as well as advanced level witnessing groups. That's why we're taking a little bit. So bear with us while we are building this little kingdom in Atlanta. So, all right. Other than that, I believe there are no announcements from my understanding. I think Reverend Kumara, if there's any other announcements. I don't know if Reverend Kumara heard me, but
You did well. I think just one thing. I think Tamam is attending the reverse workshop as well.
oh, okay. Tamami is also attending the rebirth workshop. So, but yes, yeah. After a while, we'll be, working on events and coordinating something for everybody. So, all right. If that is all, then I will see you all tomorrow at 6 a.m. and prayer vigil 73. And see you all tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. God bless. Thank you, YouTube.
Good morning, Arin, Olivier.
Have a good day.
Have a nice day.
Hi, Irene.
Bye.
Hi, James and
Thank you,
Loretta.
Hidehito-san. Your face.
Bye-bye, Kyoko-san.
How are you?
Carmen.
Hi, Doretta-san. Bohenda-san.
Bye, Joyce.
Bye, everybody.
How are you doing?
God
Bye.
Hi,
bless.
Coco-san.
Hey, Monica.
Pastor. Yeah. Nice to see
God
you.
bless.
Skimura.
See you too.